Good morning, everybody. We are just getting started, or I am just getting started, I should say. Getting started with Jonathan Sampson and Roger. 10-5 race at the Fargo Fair match here at Leather Pocket in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. This should be a good match between these two guys. They are familiar with playing each other. They have played each other before, and many times, and I'm sure they will again. Jonathan with the huge, beautiful break. The two ball, just got to get below it. A little awkward, but that is the gentleman who won the $10,000 10 ball pot here at Leather Pocket last weekend. That was pretty cool. I wasn't here, but I seen the live stream of it, and the room's reaction was quite priceless, and so was his, as anyone's would be. Ooh. Just the scratch, the double edges, everything about that was rough. A little bit of bad luck there, too. I think he walked away to get a drink right after that one. That was tough. But with Roger at the table, it's a pretty nice table. There's really there's really no issues here. Just got to make sure that the 3 to the 5 is played correctly. Doesn't get stuck up on anything, but I don't think he will. But first game jitters, or I believe these guys' first game of the day as well. This is a B-side match. And it's quite a heavy spot, especially in Roger's position. Put the pressure on early, does a lot. Must be able to just see just enough of it, and he's not going to get it. It's going to leave Roger not a whole lot. Left him a combo. Hey Keith, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, I am back for about an hour, and then I am somehow still hanging in there. So I am going to have a match. I've had a pretty tough draw, I should say, and by tough, every opponent's been a 670 and up. But that is okay. Let's see what Roger does here. Does he opt for a safety? Does he opt for not really too much here? The double kiss, and he calls that the double hit, no reward. Double hit off the rail into the corner. What a shot. What a shot. You play a kick and stick here, knock it up. Up table, leave the cue ball here. No. That's a tough miss. Sampson's the guy you don't want to leave when you miss like that. You don't want to leave him too much here. He is the guy to run the table. But let's see what he does here. It is the first game. He's going to hit it. He's going to get around it. Short side. Got the back cut. Got a bit of a back cut here. just... Where's that cue ball going? Well, hey, it's the first game. You never know in the first game. See if Roger can apply some pressure, knock this 5 down, come below for this 6. Just like that. That was a good shot. That was an excellent shot. But he's got to bear down, just get out here. That first game is a big deal, especially when you're spotting 5 games. Especially off of an error. Both these guys could have been out about 2-3 times, but it is early on Sunday. Today is day 2. I'm just going to take his time with this. I don't blame him. Even when I was playing, I really kind of feel the pressure for some reason a little more. I think it's the spot. You just, you got to capitalize on everything. It's a big stroke on that. Lots of draw for what it was. But both these guys, locals here and super familiar with these tables. And his reaction says, I missed the 10 ball. But the table says, no, you get this one, not the next one though. He's like, how did I make that? But I'm not complaining. 1-0 Roger. He's got 4 more to go. Mr. Jonathan Sampson's got 10. Sometimes the focus goes in and out when they are racking. Sometimes I'll switch the camera over. Yeah, Mike, I can fire over the link to the draw here in just a second. Most of our draws are on Calgary pool scene as well. But I'll be happy to share it. Not a problem. Once I find the link. There it is. We're making progress. Still waking up. Still not awake. I will be the first to admit that, as plenty of people in this room probably would say the exact same thing. It was a late night last night. Didn't get my final match finished until I think it was 2 a.m. Hopefully that link works. If it doesn't, you might have to copy paste it into your browser. That's all I can seem to find on. Let me know if that works for you guys. Just pin that so everybody else can see. I'll opt for a safety here. It's not a bad safety at all. Just fix the focus on the camera. A little bit of flicker from the lighting. Nothing crazy. Now if I'm Roger here, you're in the same position. You do the same shot, except you try to bury the cue ball on the rail where the 5 ball is, or just below the 10. Leave the cue ball on that bottom rail or top rail on the camera angle. You don't want to swing at anything. You don't want to give them any opportunities. Just like that. Just overhit it just a hair. But the idea is there. It's still a good shot. Sampson was quick to go down. You see something I don't see. Oh, that's unlucky.
Do you know if Joe's coming?
Sorry about that. We're just trying to locate some a player. A buddy of mine, he's supposed to be up right now, isn't here. Just not enough. Real close to it. That two ball's kind of terrible looking. Trying to just make contact with another safety to be coming. As I would expect. Not too sure what happened. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, we're back to focused on this, so let's even see what happened. Rogers got the ball in hand, though, so that's good. We found our missing player.
Not missing.
He's been found. He was missing very briefly. Terrible jokes today. Safety. Oh, look at this. Look at this safety. But it leaks out just enough. Is there a window? Kind of see here. Did he give him just enough room? He does. He does too. Out of all the space there, he's like, you can still see it. How's everyone doing from home and wherever else? Hope everyone's doing all right. Trying to keep you entertained today. Lots of matches to be played. Pretty much live streams all day today, that's for sure. It is the final day. He's like, this time I'm going to bury you. This time you might be able to jump it, but you're not getting that window. He's not going to give it to him this time, that's for sure. And before, that would have been fouled too, if he missed. Like, when you're getting hooked into this deep. It's a pretty good pile to be hiding behind. Mr. Sampson here, he can jump. Just like that. Oh. Didn't miss that by much. Really didn't miss that. But what do you do here? You got play a 3-ball combo into the 3 and hope to see something. Do you play the safety? You play Karam off the 2? Play the safety. Not going to get rewarded though. Only thing is he's going to have to draw heavy into this. If he wants on this 3-ball, there's a lot of traffic. That's what I was worried about. What's the leave? Well, if I'm Jonathan here, I don't mind this leave. The 3-ball is really awkward. It's not far enough out. It's just a very awkward table. It's going to be a longer rack on this one, that's for sure. Can you see the whole 2-ball? Oh, yeah. What do you do now? Force yourself to kick at this. Find a line and stick with it. Really, what else can you do? What a shot. What a shot. Beauty. Oh, the tornado's coming through here. The table, sometimes people bump it where the camera is. Good thing it's taped down good. Otherwise, she's going over. Well, if you're Roger, what do you do here? You got a miserable cut into the bottom right corner. Sorry about that, guys. The players actually came into the stream room for a replay of that kick shot. And at first glance, I said it's a good shot because hits the 3 into the 5 and looked good. Played it again from here on the replay, and it was 100% a foul. In slow motion, he catches that 5 ball. Just enough of it. That was crazy. It looked like such a nice shot. What a shame. And that's tough because Samson's not going to let this up easy. Good call on Samson for, asking for review. It was nothing wrong with asking for a little review on a tight shot. And they came back here, and Ben came to and said, take a look and your call. So, but 100% was a foul. One day we'll get fancy and have the instant replay feature. Replays maybe like the last 10 seconds or so. Who knows? I'm sure there's a way to do it. I got no clue. So that shot was costly. It's going to cause Samson to make this a 1-1 game. But again, Samson has to go to 10. And Roger has to go to 5. But yeah, it was crazy. That shot was so nice. But good on Samson for asking just to get a second set of eyes on that shot. Yeah, it was definitely, I see in the chat here, Maddie, yeah, it definitely was a foul. From at regular pace, just glancing at it, watching it off the stream, we pay attention to the shots, but we're not hyper focused on, on a close shot like that. I don't particularly watch it to the point of wanting to call, good or bad. But a blatant foul is a blatant foul. That was not blatant. You had to review that. In all honesty, you needed a ref for that shot. It was just so close. But good thing we have replay, because if we did not have replay, really it goes to the shooter. But like I said at the beginning of the stream, both these guys know each other very well. They've played a lot of pool against each other. They have played a ton against each other. They play a lot of regular tournaments here. You name it, these guys. But they have respect for each other. And when they asked and I made the call, both of them were like, no. Like, good call. And even Roger was like, yeah. That's nice to see. Sometimes you get that. What do you mean? But let's see if Samson here can get a string of games put together. It's a nice shot. Getting perfectly on that 2 ball. He's got a couple ways to get on that 3 ball. Let's see what he does. He's not afraid to open up a stroke and move a ball if he's got to. Just wonder how straight he is. If he's probably just going to draw this back. No, he's going to roll it forward. I see him usually draw a lot of those shots. The angle from the camera looks like he's a little too straight onto that. Yeah, he does not like that. That's why I was expecting that draw. I think he is absolutely on the wrong side of the ball. Yeah, he's pointing. He's like, I need to be over here. But, yeah. That's why sometimes, walking the table, slowing it down on such a simple shot like his last one a nice smooth roll turns into no shape. Now Rogers, he's just got enough angle here. It drops, cue ball. Better slow down. It's an okay, I'll listen. And thanks to everybody for tuning in. We are live from Leather Pocket in Calgary, Alberta. Beautiful venue here. You got 8 7-foot diamonds, 8 9-foot diamonds, 1 predator table, a couple valleys. Pretty nice pool room if I do say so myself. We're pretty lucky in Calgary to have some really, really nice places to play. Where are you going? Thought I was gonna find that spot and just sit on it. These are never gimme shots. At least not for me. A little delicate. Nice shot. Good shape. The roll back forward and backwards on this one. Just like that. Beautiful shot. He is shooting good. Especially after that last. We had that one error just a short while ago. And from there, he's like, no more. He's shooting good. As expected, there is a bit of a Fargo gap between these two gentlemen. I believe just over 100. But both these guys can shoot. Roger can shoot as well. Shouldn't be blurry. I see what you guys see. It looks good to me. Check if your quality is up in your settings. If it's at 720p or whatever it's at. I just refreshed mine. Yeah, no, it's good. But I'll switch to the other camera for a minute. Change some settings on that one. Sometimes when the players are shooting up table, where they're racking, it will focus on them individually. Yeah, it's 2-1. Jonathan to break. I'll leave it on this camera for a minute. It's not too bad of an angle off the side. I prefer the head of the table personally. It's easier to follow the game. Nice pop break. 8 ball on the side. 1 ball. It's potable. It's not a bad table. Jonathan's got a pretty good break. He's got his break figured out, that is for sure. $10,000 break, to be specific. As I was saying earlier, he won a $10,000 10-ball break and run pot. Here hosted at the Leather Pocket. And it was a true break and run. You got to break and run it to win it. Not just make a ball, get some cash. I believe it was $100 a ball or 10 grand for the run out. Cue ball stayed up. See if that worked. Sometimes the lighting, it's actually interesting how important the lighting is in a room. lighting here is excellent. This rack is looking good. Really no problems here. Hopefully everyone's enjoying the stream today. Be lots of matches left to play, including some A-side, semifinals, finals, quarterfinals, all the finals. It's a beautiful stroke right there. He's coming straight at it. He had a bit of spit on that. He's trying to take the outside path and come in on it on the right side of the ball. Leave himself some angle, but a little easier than this shot. But a guy like him, you know, these shots, obviously it's not, they're missable, but he's pretty good at making these, as both these guys are, really. Just like so. There's a 3-1 lead for Jonathan Sampson. Rogers got to go to 5. Sampson's got to go to 10. I almost said 3. It's a long way away. We're already done. No, not quite. And the bracket's posted in the chat if anyone wants to follow along the tournament. A lot of good pool to be played. Speaking of the bracket, let's take a look at some matches coming up. One match that will be good is you have, this is going to be actually an amazing match. I hope this is streamed. You have Jonathan Dela Cruz versus Eric Vargas. 8-7 race. Eric goes to 8. It's crazy when you spot a guy of that caliber. That's crazy. Another cool match will be you got Jared White versus Denzel DeCastro, which is Denzel is a prodigy. He is 14 years old and he shoots like he's been playing for 25 years. He is an absolute natural to the game. And I better get a cue ball or something autographed by him because one day it'll cost some money. What else do we got going on? We got Ben Francis is playing right now. I've had a pretty tough draw. I got Phil Tarangelo next. If I take that match, I got to play Brady Golan, the legend. But I hope I get there because I would absolutely love to play him. Win or lose, playing him is, you know, I couldn't care less. It's nice to be able to play these caliber of players. Oh, just dropped. Oh. By having the opportunity, you know, I throw my $100 at the pot. Having an opportunity like this to play some of these top level players, and they got a handicap. You know, Brady will have to go to 12. I go to 3. Stranger things have happened. I lost yesterday to a pretty good player as well. He had to go to 12. I go to 3, and he got me. We went hill, and his experience paid off, that's for sure. But enough about that. It's going to be a nice run for Samson here. Beauty shot. Didn't want to deal with the side. He goes, I just want perfect shape. Bit of a smile on his face. He's like, yeah, I'm shooting good now. (4-1). Samson has found a little bit of a gap in the match. Samson to break. Again, it is winner break format, which is, when you're spotting that many games, winner break format is a big deal. But one thing I will say about this tournament, I have not seen a lot of early 10s, if any. All of the matches I played, there has not been an early 10. There has been an early 10 attempt, but, and again, there is no 10 ball off of the break. Not that that happens very often, but it can happen. It just gets spotted. Let's see a big break. Every break he's put down, the one break he put down 3 balls, usually 1 to 2 balls every break. Huge stroke on it. Look at this. Pull back and then fire. 1, 2, 3. Oh, when you break like that, I mean, can't see the 2 ball though. You can see just the outer edge of it. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. All right behind it. Oh, now that's wasn't the exact intention until it turned out to be perfect. Should be able to see the edge of this. It's a good save though. Really doesn't give him a lot to shoot at. Yeah, just like that. And I see what he's looking at. Call a crazy good old, 210 carom. No, I'm kidding. Safety. Hit that a little hard. Harder than he needed to. I think he might have thought the 2 was just going to come above it. Not quite. Oh, Roger's got an option to play safe here. Or bank. I think he's been playing a lot of safeties, and really on this big of a spot you need to. Don't give up anything. Just like that. It's good safety. Hopefully everyone's enjoying the stream at home. Gonna be streaming most of today, if not all the matches that we can. That was a nice shot on the 2 ball. Okay. So I've just been informed that it is my turn to shine. And by shine, we'll see what happens. Sounds like he's gonna get Stephanie Toy to come in here and take over some commentary. I am just gonna give her a second and see if she'll come over here. I am just going to mute the stream up for a second while they figure out this rack, and I'll check you guys in a little bit.
right. Hi, everybody. Sorry to leave you hanging there. I just checked the score. The score on the board is correct. It is 6-1 for Jonathan over Roger. His name is actually Rogelio, but we call him Roger here in the pool hall. A little bit easier for people. Just getting caught up on the chats here. We are following along on the chats on YouTube and Facebook. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. This is day 2 of the Fargo Fair Match Tournament. 64 players. I believe it was a $100 entry. And then it is handicapped according to the medium race in Fargo. You against your opponent. So you'll see the race that the person has to go to in the brackets behind their name. This is a 10-5 race. Jonathan looks to be on his way, playing pretty solid. We have a $10,000 Sunday 10 ball pot. That happens here every Sunday. And Jonathan actually just won that, I think, last week or the week before. So good for him. If you guys are interested in taking a shot at that pot, every Sunday. Looks like they've pinned the online draw to digital pool on the chat. So if you guys are curious to see who is where, I think these are all B-side matches that we're doing right now. Oh, nice kick on the 3 ball for the side. Jonathan got a little fortunate there. Unfortunate that he doesn't have a great shot on this 1 ball. Probably a push out here. Uh-oh, he's going to hide behind the 9. I think Roger's going to give this back to him. Pool room is filling up, so if you guys are in the area, there's lots of action happening on the 7-foot tables. Lots of great pool to watch. Like I was saying earlier, I believe this is going to be a fairly late night. I would imagine finals won't happen until around midnight or so. Oh, Roger's got his jump cue out here. Some distance on this 1 ball. See if he can get up and over. Up and over that 15. It's a good hit. Almost had the 2 bank in the pocket. Leaving a close shot here for Jonathan. Oh, somebody bumped the table. Sorry about that. was a tough, tight cut for Jonathan there. Let's see if Roger can get another game on the board here. A little outside for the two in the bottom left would be ideal, I think. Oh, he put a little inside or just top middle. This makes it a little bit trickier. Even if he makes this cut on the 2 to the side, he's got to come around a couple rails for the 4. Through a little bit of traffic. Overcut the 2, overcut the 2. Okay, Roger's going to get another swing at this 2 ball here. We'll see how straight his arm is. Looks pretty straight to me. Might have a little angle, I guess. Pop it off that side rail. Looks to me like this 2 ball can go on the side now. Oh, Jonathan opted for the safety. That was not a bad choice. This is going to be a tough one to get at. I don't know if he can get it off that left rail. Roger might be looking at the 2 rails. This is a tough hit. Oh, he hit it. He needed a little more speed. No rail. So ball in hand for Jonathan here. I don't mind his chances. Everything is wide open. Oh, Jonathan did not want to be shooting over that 9 ball. Jonathan's laughing about that miss. He knows he missed it real bad. Real bad. So ball in hand here for Roger. That worked out pretty good. I was actually just thinking to myself, I might even take that 6 to the top left pocket. Just even a stun or a stop shot, you would have ended up relatively the same place. I guess he ended up a little bit closer. But always a little bit riskier taking the lawn pocket. Not a terrible leave. That is a tough shot for Jonathan. If I look at the draw, it looks like the next match here up on the stream will be another B-side match, but then I think soon we'll be getting back into the A-side matches. Like I said, it's going to be a long day of pool, so make sure you have your devices charged. I estimate that the finals won't be until probably going to be around midnight, I would guess. Going to be another late one to get this finished today. If they finish today, it might run into tomorrow, actually. I'll have to check on that. Quite a few matches left to go. 8 9-foot tables here at Leather Pocket. But word on the street has it they're going to be getting another 2 in the next couple of weeks. So there will be 10 9-foots in the room. Possibly another 4 coming after that, depending if they can find some extra space. We'll see how that turns out, but it'll make a difference for these tournaments to have 10 tables instead of 8. That is going to make the set 8-1 for Jonathan over Roger. The next event coming up is going to be the Hui tournament. That is coming up in a few weeks, October 18 to 20. This is a non-handicapped event run on both size tables. So A side is going to be on the 9-foots, B side is going to be on the 7-foots. $10,000 added to the event. I believe there is a small paid wait list for that one as well. 96 players I think they have right now. So we have that to look forward to coming up in the next few weeks. Mark that on your calendar. That's going to be a great one to watch. I think we have approximately a dozen or so players over 700. Over 700 Fargo, so that is going to be a great tournament. Excited for that one. Looks like that one ball is frozen. Wasn't going to go anywhere far. That was a nice safety by Jonathan there. Would have liked to have hid behind a ball, but nonetheless, pretty tough leave. I don't think Roger even has a bank here. He's going to have to look for a safety. Maybe use the 4. Put the one behind the 3 maybe. Oh, he chose to go the other way. Nice little chip. He's going to get the distance and use the whole 10 ball. That was a nice shot. Jonathan just barely avoided the scratch there. Got the hit, but narrowly avoided the scratch. Roger had the right idea. Just a little bit of draw, a little punch to get over for the 3. That was the right shot. Jonathan catches the 1 ball a little thick. Gets a good leave out of it. Roger is using a little bit of body English to move that cue ball for the 1 ball hit. Just draw back slightly for the 6 ball. We'll see how he tries to get back for the 7 here. Does have an angle, maybe go forward. Oh, looks like he's going to draw. That was a nice shot. Just had enough spin to come back for the 7. All right, that win there is going to put Jonathan on the hill. Racing to 10. Roger only has to go to 5. But like I said earlier, it is not over until it's over. A player just needs some momentum sometimes. Get a game under their belt. Jonathan is going to make the 8 ball on the side. Again, another tough opener on that one ball. Jonathan choosing to leave some distance. Gets a 6 ball as a blocker. Looks like he benefited from the bump on the 10. Oh, Roger might have gotten a little fortunate again. I think Jonathan might be able to hit this one, but I don't think he can see enough to make it. So I favor Roger to get another shot at this table here. Might be the same scenario for Roger. I don't know if he can make this one. He might have the wrong side of this. Is he kicking at this one ball? Sure is. Nice cut by Jonathan there. That was super thin. Nice 3 rails for the 3. Jonathan's moving that cue ball around pretty good. He's been playing lots over the last year or so, so his game has really skyrocketed. I think he's pretty much at the pool hall every day, so it doesn't surprise me that he's hitting the ball so well. If you guys are in the Calgary area, make sure you stop by the Leather Pocket. Pretty much any time of day, every day of the week. There's always some good matches or some cheap sets in the room that you can partake in. Always action in the room. Oh, he just spears that 7 ball in. That was a great shot. A little bit of a tougher shot on the 9 ball. Just that's slightly heavy on the weight, but I think he'll be okay. And this 10 ball here for the match And that should do it. That is a 10-1 win for Jonathan Sampson over Roger. So it looks like, guys, we're going to do another quick reset, find out who's up for the next match, get the stream set up again, and we will be back in a few minutes. Don't go far. There's going to be lots of matches to catch up on today.